Welcome to my house.
Hello, and welcome back to the House of BTS, the house that goes beyond the supernatural. I am your host, Steve Dawes, and it's summer, everyone's busy, including myself, so I'm just going to keep this one short today. For this video, I'd like to go over the new psychic healing ability of transfer hit points, found on page 118 of the Rifts Coalition Manhunters sourcebook. And really, it's a short one, but I think it's arguably going to be one of the most important of the new healing abilities that's available. And what it's about here, this biomanipulation power enables the psychic to temporarily transfer some of his or her own hit points into another person in order to restore them or to make them stronger. The sacrifice also reduces any penalties resulting from blood loss, poisoning, death, or coma by half, and reduces the duration of the penalties by 90%. This may be done to restore a hero or champion, to save an innocent, or to keep alive someone under the psychic's protection. Of course, every hit point given up makes the psychic that much weaker or closer to death himself. The psychic sacrificing his hit points is the one to determine the amount of hit points he or she is willing to give up. However, subconscious self-preservation kicks in, and the psychic cannot give up his last 1d4 hit points. Hit points recover as normal as if they were lost through injury or illness. A quick side note for you Rifts players out there, a psychic can also restore 1 MDC point for a mega damage being for every 10 hit points that they use, but that is not advised. The duration on this is actually kind of interesting. Let's say with a psychic healer decide to give somebody 30 of their hit points, they last for either 1 hour per level of experience for the healer, or until the person who's received them ends up spending them through injury or what have you. So, if you had a third level psychic who gives up 30 of his hit points, whether he's using it to help or heal somebody who's been injured, or to help beef somebody up before they go to battle or what have you, they have up to 3 hours to use it, or it simply goes away. However, regardless, interesting side note to that, the psychic healer who gave the hit points back, he or she has to heal those back as normally. You can use increased healing and other abilities and such to kind of increase getting that back, but it's not in a case of once the duration is over, the psychic healer simply gets all 30 points back. And really, that's all there is to it. It's a very simple one, but I think it's one of the better of the new psychic healer abilities. And on a side note, before I go, since we're making good time today, I got a question a week or two ago that I've been pondering on, and somebody had asked me, well, if my psychic healer, if I don't want to wait for my character to go up before I can start selecting these new abilities, can I trade out old ones that I'm not using? And after I gave it a little bit of thought, I don't see a problem with that. As a GM, if you do have a psychic healing ability that you're really not using, and you really think you're going to start making more immediate use, for example, such as transfer hit points, I can see this one, any healer can make fast use of. I wouldn't have a problem with you transferring out one of the old ones you haven't used in a while for one of the new ones. So I encourage all GMs to consider that, grandfather clause it in, whatever, chalk it up however you want for characters that have been around a while and you'll want to get involved in the newer abilities a little sooner. That is one way to get around it. And really, for transfer hit points, that's about all there is to it. I thank you for stopping by the House of BTS, and I'll see you next time.